Hello, everyone.
Hey,
I'm Conchetta,
I'm Constance.
and we are
C&C Style Me.
All right, we got that together. It's been a while, but we got it.
We barely got it. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, and we're back. We're so happy to be back here to share with you all. And guess what? It's October, so you all know this time of year is our October challenge.
Yeah, we did it last year, and I think it went over pretty well. People were kind of interested and wanted to know what we have coming next. And after the 31st, we were done. And so people were like, no more videos. So he's like, no, that was kind of hard. So we gonna stick with it.
But we have upgraded, okay? So we're not gonna be doing everything from my phone. So that's not gonna be a hassle. We got a camera and everything now.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have a lot more fun. And we so excited to share with you all. This year has been a challenge, to say the least.
Yes, it has.
But we are happy to be back to get focused and on top of our business.
Yes, we ready.
So for our first video, Mom, what you want to talk about?
Well, we were kind of talking about it before. Let's start off with social injustice.
Okay.
You guys forgive me. This is the last year for my Invisalign, so my S's are kind of they kind of stuck.
Suffering like a fast. Okay.
So be kind. Yeah, I think we should talk about that. That's kind of where we are now.
So before we get into it, last night, did you check out the debate?
I did not. First of all, I am back in school, for those who did not know, and I am going for my bachelor's in business management. So I kind of took a hiatus from social media, and I said that I would be back October, and that was like maybe the first or second week in September I stopped. So I haven't watched any TV. I've been in the books trying to get through these classes. And when I take a break, I usually walk, go outside, I play with the dogs, or I watch an episode of Proud Family.
Or you be calling me.
Yeah.
Saying what?
I need help with homework. I need help with homework. Can you help me with this? Yes. I kind of call your dad and your brother. Today I asked Grandma a couple of questions. Well, she was good. She did really good. She helped me.
Okay. It's a family affair.
Yeah, so I did not. To get back to your question, no, I did not watch the debate. How did it go?
I didn't watch it either, but I did notice that something was trending with President Trump saying that he indirectly said that he was not going to denounce white supremacy and that they should back up and stand by. I'm not quite sure what that meant all in one because I didn't
stand by.
But I didn't watch it in its entirety, so I'm not going to comment on that, but I just wanted to know if you had seen or heard anything.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it was trending on social media all last night. So that is interesting to start off this topic with social injustice. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we need to jump right into that. And I think while we're in the middle of all these killings and incidents, it's because our leaders say stuff like that. I haven't heard it, but since you just mentioned it, I will be back. I got one more week, but then I will be back into the news and seeing what's happening. But I haven't been current on it, but that is an interesting statement to stand by.
And I didn't watch the whole thing, like I said, but that short clip was like in rotation on repeat over and over and over and over. So I don't know in what context he was saying that, but it didn't come across friendly at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But that's one thing I'm coming to understand, that if you don't know firsthand. You really can't go by hearsay. And that's with homework, conversations with family. That's with everything. If you don't get it firsthand, if you don't experience it, then you can't go off of somebody else's experience. You can't go off what somebody else is saying. You have to read it for yourself, get your own interpretation, your own comprehension, and then you can talk to other people, get their perspective, and then that will help you weigh out if you're on the wrong side or if you're on the right side. But we just can't assume and jump into conclusions about things. So we really need to look into that. But yeah, getting into social justice, social injustice. Okay. I was sharing earlier with you about how I have experienced some social injustice, and my family, we're the only blacks on our block. We're the only African American family on our block, and we've been here almost 8 years. And our neighbors are very nice. They are cordial. They speak. They share. And so we started out by being friendly to them as well. So I take one of my neighbors, I take them to the doctor, take them on errands. They shared their life story. They've given me all of their information just in case something happens, and are very nice when it comes down to holidays and stuff like that. And just running them to the store, they want to give, they want to pay for using the car transportation. And I say, no, you don't have to do that. We're neighbors, blah, blah, blah. But they insist on doing it. But when we had this last looting, it wasn't a protest, it was a looting. And there are two different things.
Here in Chicago.
Here in Chicago,
yeah. Our followers are in different states. Yeah,
here in Chicago. So I had to take her or him to the doctor, and they began to talk about the incident that happened here in Chicago. And they were talking about how the looting was just tearing up the city. Why are they tearing up the city? Why are they doing this? And and I said, yeah, it's sad that we've come to that we feel like this is the answer to do the looting or whatever. And then they said they couldn't do anything with them. And my thing was just turn the hose on them. And that struck me like, wait a minute, did I just hear them say turn the hose? Turn the hose on them? And I was stunned, I was shocked. And then I was kind of quiet after that. And I said, well, that would not be a solution, just to turn the hose. But we have to think about what we're doing, because that will escalate it, turn it into snowball the situation and turn it into something else. So I came home, told my family, and of course you get different scenarios, what people say, what they would have said, what they would have done. And the conclusion was, in that time and generation in which that person was raised, they don't know any better. They are not socially inclined to the freedoms and liberties that's taking place, and how Generation X is not going for it. We're not going for the separation of the division. We're not going for it, and we're sticking up, we're speaking out. And it's not just African Americans, it's not just the whites, it's everybody. Everybody is coming together, which I love. And that just took me somewhere. And I'm like, you are around Black people. I am your neighbor, and whenever you need me, I'm there. So for you to say or make a statement like that, you're saying that to me. It's like, if you feel like you're afraid, your next thing is to be violent. You know, with me, you know me, or I guess you don't know me. I guess you don't see my skin color. I guess you just think I'm the good one. She's a good black. You know, that's what they would think back then for that generation. So I don't know.
I have two questions. One, is that excusable because of the time and era in which they were raised?
No.
And two, because the comment was about looters, are you assuming that it's just targeted towards, the statement was just targeted towards black people?
Yes. No, it's not excusable. Because I'm definitely, since then, I've definitely make it a point to say black, because they are used to saying this colored guy or this colored girl, and I can understand. Yes, and I said black lady.
Wasn't privy to.
Yeah, I'll say black lady, black man. You know, I will quickly interject to try to make it aware of bringing awareness to what they're saying, and said, you know, we don't, that's been out. That's on my birth certificate, colored or Negro, but no, I'm not referred to as a colored. And it's a whole lot. It's a lot.
That was a lot for me to take in too.
Yeah.
You ain't tell me all that before we turned this camera on.
Yeah, but you know what? I am thankful that I'm in the position to shed light, and we do have conversations, and I have to let them know that it's not just one particular ethnicity, but bad is bad, good is good.
Across the board.
Yes, okay. Across the board. Bad is bad, good is good. It has nothing to do with your skin complexion, has nothing to do where you were raised, has nothing to do with your financial situation. It has nothing to do with that. So I'm making it known that, you know, that kind of took the wind out of me, because I'm saying to myself, we've been nothing but kind and nice, and I don't know if they thought, you know, I can hear all of the scholars saying, oh, you the good, you the in-house. That's why they don't, you know, that's why they didn't, you know, because you one of the good ones. But it's not like that. So yeah, I have to make it a point to make corrections and voice my opinion, and be respectful at the same time. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been really busy.
Yeah, that's
really busy.
That's a lot to try to inform.
Yeah.
Without how do I say,
being harsh,
not even being harsh, but showing your emotional connection to the topic.
Yeah.
I think sometimes because the country that we are in, we have liberties and freedoms to express ourselves. Emotion is always the first thing that people see before we get to the message, and that's where there's the miscommunication, because people are just seeing emotional beings expressing themselves, and those emotions can either be a negative force or positive force, and if both sides are emotional before we even get to hear each other out, it pulls us further apart than putting us close together. So I know that mentally that could be draining, and I must say that I am very inspired by you because honey, that is a lot. Yeah, because with God I've gotten some restraint, and immediately, you know, I just went, my mind was like Oscar Proud. Today! I was ready. I was like,
pull over and get out.
That garçon for real. Yeah. You can haul it out there.
I was ready to pull over, but I understood that God has given me grace. Mm-hmm. And so because of his grace and his mercy, we are forgiven for what we say, what we do, what we have done. And so I thought this would be a good teachable moment. This will open the door to bring an enlightenment, to bring some relevance to her community. Like, you are no longer, this community is not just one particular race. Mm-hmm. You are now neighbors with America.
Beautifully said. America.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. So yes, guys. So social injustice. What I can say about that is, it hurts. It really does hurt, mm-hmm. because this is what we call home. Mm-hmm. This is where we were born. This is where we were raised. And when you get that challenge or that confrontation that you don't belong, you're not worthy, you're not counted, it hurts, because you feel like you don't even know me.
Right.
You have no idea what I do, where I came from, the type of person I am. So prejudging because of skin color, and that's another thing. That's the difference between prejudice and social injustice. You know what I'm saying? Prejudice.
Okay, well, we only got one video.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we can say that. We got a whole month. And I know some of you are looking at this and like, I thought they were stylists. What this got to do with anything that's going on? But this is our lifestyle. That's the point I was going to make. Yeah. Lifestyle. We are image consultants, so we just don't deal with the outer appearance. We deal with the inside as well.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, what other things could they be looking forward to this month, Mom?
I don't know. I guess I'll be giving updates on how school is going. Mm-hmm. I continue to make the mask, so that's old news. But other than that, I'm working hard around the house. What else did I want to do? I didn't finish with my violin lessons, so maybe I'll pick that back up and try to come in and do a little tune, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
As far as the business.
Oh, as far as the business.
Yeah, are we going to do like a road trip or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do a shopping extravaganza?
Conchetta wants to
Are
do
we
a road
going
trip?
to do a couple of makeovers here and there? I mean, what can the people expect? Get the people what they want. Get the people what they want.
So we, I guess we will be adventurous. In spite of COVID-19, and that's another thing we want to say. Prayers out to those who have families who are affected by COVID-19. That is truly serious, and we've had family members who have been affected by COVID-19, but thank God they're still here.
Thank you, Lord.
But there were some family and friends, some friends that we know that they had made their transition because of COVID-19. So we are praying. They saying that the second phase is going to be worse than the first, but I'm praying that there will be no second phase.
Amen.
So that we don't have to go through that. We have enough to deal with besides a virus. So we will be doing some adventurous things. I guess we'll be
going to kick off my style blog. Been teeter-tottering on it a little bit, so I think I'm just gonna go full out and do a style blog and give y'all some tips and show you some tricks of how I put my looks together and everything. Are we gonna do any beauty tips again?
Ooh, that sea moss was something else to be remembered. I guess we can.
Yeah,
we can do a few tips. We'll bring something new.
Any suggestions, you all?
I'm always afraid of the suggestions.
But just comment. I mean, we don't have to do it, but I mean, if it's something that we haven't thought of that they would want to know about, maybe we'll dabble in it, maybe we won't. We'll find out. You'll find out. Yeah. But this is video 1 of October 1st, 2020. We thank you all so much for tuning in. Guess what? We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.